guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. Shabby Saturday. Do apologise, I'm still a little bit croaky. I'm on the mend, hopefully. So today is Shabby Saturday, and I thought I'd just pop in. So it's going to be sort of like a quick one, so I don't have to talk too much. And I thought I'd just pop in and show you how to make these lovely little, it's like a little box envelope, and it's so lovely and so easy to make, and it's all, you can make it all nice and shabby as well. I've made two. One goes one way and one goes the other way. So this one I've just made out of my little Pansy and Rose papers. This one opens up like that. These flap open, and this one's got a little pocket in here, and you can keep some lovely little goodies in there. Or if you make like a little card, this could be a really nice Happy Mail one. And you know, if you've got something a little bit thicker, you could make a little journal to go in there as well. And then they just close up with a little Velcro fastener. And then this is one of the butterflies, and that's the gem setter. I don't know whether you saw the video this week of the little applicator tool for the gems. Really lovely. I love it. This is a little shabby one I'd like to show you to make today, and this one sort of like opens up this way, so I've got a nice little bow on there, little Velcro fastener. This just flips down, these open now, and on this one I've just popped a little pocket in there with some lace. And these are the journal cards for Ko-fis. So these are the freebie for the Ko-fis, and these go with our lovely new papers, which are the Shabby Collage birthday papers. And these are just some freebies. So if you're in Ko-fi, do pop along and pick those up. I've got the papers actually. I'll show you those papers, because they'd be really good as well if you wanted to make a little birthday envelope. But these are so sweet and so lovely, and I really like my paper folding bits at the moment. So I'm going to make it out of these papers. I've got two there, but I'm going to pop those to the side. Let me just show you these. These are the Shabby Collage birthday papers, and they are so lovely. They're really nice. I get asked a lot for birthday things, and I don't really have a huge amount. So I've sort of like mixed these up. And they're beautiful. You can make like a birthday journal, because I haven't put anything on that side. So if you fold them in half, you could have sort of like, if you made a little photo album or something for somebody's birthday. We've got some sort of like kiddie ones with teddies on there. This is beautiful. Loving that one. So just a quick flip through of these. And if you just wanted to use little pieces of it, you can do that as well. I will definitely be using these, because I do make a lot of birthday cards, and I just think these are lovely. Nice little collagey ones. Little collagey papers. Look at that one's beautiful. Nice birthday tea. But love them, so I thought I'd just give you a little quick flip through. Look at that. Aren't they just gorgeous? Loving the colours. They are really sort of shabby colours as well, aren't they? And they are lovely. So there we go. I think there's about 16 pages in that. So they are great. So I'm going to just get this. This is A4 sheet. Oh gosh, do apologise. Now, this one has got things on the back and the front, so it's harder for me to show you on that one. So I'm going to show you on this one how to fold it, but I want to use this one because I've got some beautiful orange that I want to decorate with, which I don't normally use this colour, but because we've got orange flowers in there, I've got some other little bits in there too. I can't find the end. Look at this. It's this lovely, and I just thought that would go really well with that one. So to start with, I'm going to just show you the folding elements of this one, and then we'll do it again on the other one. But because this is, I've just got a paper on the back, plain paper on the back where I printed, it's a lot easier to see. So I'm going to move this up so I've got a little bit more room. I've got some little bows. I made some bows with my bow maker. Surprise. Right, what I'm going to do first, I'm not cutting, I'm going to be scoring. So this piece now, so your A4 sheet or any sheet of your digital papers will work, or printer paper. Now I'm going to measure 1.5 inches, which is roughly about 4 centimeters, along here, along there. I'm going to get my scoring tool, and then I'm just going to score down the long side like that. So just score down the long side, turn it over and do the same on this side. So we want, it's roughly 1.5 inches, 4 centimeters. It doesn't have to be absolutely spot on, but that's what I've done it, like that. And I thought this is sort of like, gives you a nice size. So that's all we need to do with that one. I'm going to put that one up. I am going to use my smaller scoreboard in a minute, but we've got the two that are scored, so I'm hoping you can sort of like see that a little bit better. And then what I'm going to do, I'm going to do it so that comes up. So this one is the smaller bit. This is the flap that goes over the top. So you can fold this as, you know, as big as you like. But I'm going to fold like that, and then not quite come down to the bottom. So I'm going to fold this up. Just going to fold it like that. So let me just measure that. Shall I just measure how far? So that's just over 3 inches or 8 centimeters. And I'm going to fold this one down, not quite to the edge, like that. And then that one is folded 9.5 centimeters or 3 3/4 inches, like that. So, like so. Okay, so what we want to do now, I want to cut these little corners out like that. So each of the corners. Now you can make it easier for yourself by getting a little bit of ink and just inking. I quite like those edges inked anyway. Just ink those little bits there, and then you can see where you want to cut. Okay. And then this way, just so it makes it a little bit easier for you. And as well, so you can see what I'm doing. So let's just ink those along there. So I hope you guys are okay. Hope you haven't come down with any fluey, buggy things before Christmas. I know a couple of people have, and it's awful, isn't it? It just doesn't make me feel very Christmassy when you're feeling poorly. But it doesn't stop me crafting. I will always craft if I can. So there we go. Can you see the little lines where we need to cut? So just cut down through there, like that, and then down this one, like that. Okay. So it's quite simple. Down through there. Cut that off. So guys, have you got anybody coming to stay with you over Christmas? Or are you going to anybody else's house, family or friends for Christmas? Or are you doing all the cooking? Or maybe you don't celebrate Christmas. You can just craft. Just craft your way through. That would be good, wouldn't it? That's probably what I'm going to do anyway. Just craft and eat. Right, so there we go. That's that bit. So these obviously are going to fold in because we'll have this on the inside. And guess what I'm going to do? I'm going to get my little corner punch out and just do the corners. I'm not going to do the big one because I'm going to shape that. And I'll show you a nice easy way that we can shape that. So let's just go round the corners like that. And then these will fold in like this. But we've got another bit of scoring to do in a second. I'm going to just, before we start scoring the other bit to make the actual box, I'm going to shape this. Now what I did, I've got a piece of paper and I made a little sort of template. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this. I don't need all of that. I'm just going to cut that in half. But you want it doesn't have to be the exact length, as long as we can find the middle and you line the middle up. I'm going to fold this in half like that, and then you can just cut a shape, or you can just draw a shape. So we can just have it sort of coming down into a little point, and then coming down, so you can have a little, any shape you want like that, look. And they just cut that. You don't have to draw it, you can just sort of like make up a little shape, open it up, and then that's a shape. Well, that's quite a nice one, isn't it? And then we want to, I think I'll do this one. I like that. I'm going to just bend this, just so that you can measure it, or you can bend it, just so I know where the middle is. I'm going to put this, oops, where's the middle? I can't find it now, there we go. This goes in there to the middle, just on that tip, like that. So you match up your middles, and then we're just going to draw around that template. Now you can make huge amounts of templates like this, all different sizes, all different sizes, all different shapes. So I'm going to just cut this around. It just gives you a lovely little sort of envelope flap shape, doesn't it? Let me just hold that like that. There we go. Put those in the bin, and look at that. Isn't that lovely? Should we just ink that up so we can see it a little bit better? There we go. Lovely. Oh, I do like that little end. Oh, let me just quickly ink some of this. I'm going to do the other one as well. So I'm just going to do the shape on this, and then we'll go through it again. So that's so it will do this like that, and then we've got that lovely shape for the envelope. Right, to get the actual box bit, I'm going to take my little scoreboard. This is a journal safe scoreboard, and I'm going to just go for the last three here. So I'm going to put that up, so this line where your fold is will go on the third one in. So if you line that up and line this one up here, so they're sort of on the third one in, like that. So this is 1/4 inch, and then the last one we will score down like that. So that gives us a nice little 1/4 inch little box bit. Oops. So line that up with, this is with the third one in, and then just score down each little flap like that. Now again, you can make it bigger, you can make it smaller, but I'm just going to do it like this. I printed on, this is printed on 160 GSM paper. Not quite sure what that is in pounds. So if we just score there, there we go. This can just go back, because it's easier for you to see on here, because the other paper is patterned. So I'm just going to fold that one in like that. Do the same, just go all the way around, fold them all in. Just push that up like that, fold that in. Did we do that one? Oh, and then the last one, like that, just fold that. So we've got our little, if you push them, just push them in a little bit like that. This one comes up, and then this one goes down. Just push them down so they're all square. And there we go. Can you see we've got the lovely little box, and they all fit lovely. So you open that up, we can pop a little pocket in there, and these open up, and I just think it looks really lovely. Having these little flaps stops things sort of like falling out, because you know, nothing's going to come out of the sides. But how lovely is that? So we'll decorate that one in a minute as well. But I'm going to do it again. I'll just show you again. I'm going to take my big Fiskars paper trimmer. Now, if you've got a school board, use a school board. You can use that, but I don't have an accurate large one. So I'm just going to use my little paper trimmer. So that's it's just under 4 centimeters, or it's 1.5 inches. So I'm just going to score down through there like that, turn it around, and we'll do the other side like that. It's about right, I think. Put that down through there. There we go. Pop that back up over into my little cubby hole, out of the way so it doesn't take up too much room. And then what shall we have? I would like, this is the top, so that bit sort of like folds over as the bigger one, because I like those roses, which I love this paper. I just love this paper. So I'm going to fold it up again. Doesn't really matter how far. I'm going to just sort of eyeball it like this, and then this one will come over to about there, like that. And we'll just score that down. Let's just take this, oops. Like that, lovely. So can you see what I mean? It's difficult to see the folds and everything on pattern paper. So hopefully you can follow what I do. If you get yourself a piece of paper, just even if it's copy paper, just fold it up so you can remember what to do. So what I'm going to do, I can just about see those. I'm going to just fold them this way and just give them a little bit of an ink, just so that I can see where to trim them. Let's bend them this way. There we go. And then this way. Just these little bits here. Just makes life just that little bit easier then. Which way was I doing it? This way. There we go. Perfect. Not sure whether you can see that. Can you see that? Just about on there. So let's just trim these away. Like that. Just go. Try and do it as neatly as you can. You can just sort of like taper it in just a little bit if you want to. And we can just keep these little bits of card because you can use those to make little paper clips. Trim that down. There we go. Well, I haven't really done a lot this week. I've got a few videos out, but I haven't done anything exciting. When you're feeling a bit grotty, it's all I want to do is sort of sleep or make something. I like to be in my craft room, I think. Even when you're feeling a bit, under the weather, it's nice to be in here, isn't it? Not sure whether you guys are the same, but I like to be in my craft room as much as possible. Right, we're going this way. We're going this way because I want the orange roses to be on the outside. I think that will look lovely with this going on it. So that's how I'm going to decorate. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to round the edges. Let's go in there with our little corner. Can you see? Obviously you don't have to round the edges, but I just think I keep saying this, keep repeating myself. I just think it finishes it off really, really lovely. So then the pointy bits don't get sort of caught on anything either. There we go. What shape shall we have on this one? Kind of like the one that we did just now. It's rather nice, isn't it? I think I should do that one again. I'm just going to fold this. Just, I mean, you could fold this together and cut it straight out, but I didn't want to have a fold line down through the middle. So I'm going to pop that on there like that, and my pencil, and then just draw around, just like that. Oh my gosh, did you guess? Did you have a go at guessing how many pearls were in the little jar that we did on Facebook? It's so much fun. I haven't, obviously, I can't say how many's in there yet, because we haven't finished it off yet. But really good fun. I can say some of you were very, very close. Not some of you, a couple of you. Some of you were way off. Some of you were way off. And some of you, you know, there's a couple of people that, you know, not too far away. You will probably know anyway, because I think I will probably have announced it on Facebook anyway by now. But I haven't finished it, so I don't know who's going to win. So, I don't know, but what fun. And if you've got any other ideas of what we could do like that, please let me know, because I do think we need a little bit more, you know, fun like that in the group, don't we? To guess things. I think it's really, really good. Just a silly little thing that we can do, isn't it? Right, let's ink that up, lovely. Now we are going to just score these little lines. Let's take this off, pop that. Can you see it's a little bit difficult to see? Score down through there. So again, it's 1/4 of an inch, and if you've got one of these scoreboards, it's just 3 little, line this up with the third one in, your little foldy line, and then score down there, like that. Again, let's just line that up with both sides, score down. There we go. Oops. There we are. I think that was the last one, wasn't it? Just pop that back on there. Pop you out of the way. And then we're going to bend it in like that. This will be, you know, be really nice if you made it out of sort of like a thicker card as well. I don't have anything sort of thicker to do it with, but you could do it out of a nice piece of card, which would be really nice. Or even if you covered the card with some pretty paper, you could just make a basic one out of some white card and then covered it with some pretty paper, couldn't you? Which might be a lovely idea. Okay, so these go in. Let's just push those in a little bit, and that comes down. Look at that. Oh, I just think they're so lovely. So simple. They really are quite simple to do. So what should we do on the inside? These aren't quite long enough to make the little pockets, but I want to keep these to make little paper clips as well. But I'm just thinking to use this again, because this is so soft. I love this, and it makes such a beautiful pocket, doesn't it? It's the right sort of colours in there. So it's a little bit messy. Let's get my fabric scissors. There we go. What do you think? Should I just pop that on there again? So lovely. And then, you know, this can come over. And because this is stretchy, you can probably put in quite a bit of stuff in there as well. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue gun this in. Do like this. This is lovely. So I've got my little glue gun. It's just... I haven't thought of anything to put inside this yet, but you can get... Oh, I need my little finger thingamajig. I'm sure I will make something at some point to put in them. I think I was too slow with that. Look, it hardens so quickly. There we go. It's cold in my room, so it sets really quick. There we go. That's one side. I'm not going to take this off. I'm actually going to fold that one down so I know where I'm going to put this. I'm going to just pull it just slightly. But then again, it doesn't matter, does it? I don't need to pull it because we've got these little bits in there. So I'm going to cut it off. It's not as if it's going to be used as like a belly band. It needs to be sort of tight. There we go. Put those over there. Just need to know the length of it. Make sure you don't go down over the little lippy bit. Do you know what I mean? The little foldy bit. Pop that over on top. Squeeze that down. There we go. Lovely. Pop a little pocket over. There we go. Let's just pop a little bit along the bottom. Like that. And push them down. Lovely. Look at that. So we've got this beautiful little pocket in there. I just think that's so nice. Now again, if you had something in there that was quite heavy, you could probably pop two little Velcro little tabs on there, couldn't you? You know, the little Velcro fasteners, which I'm going to use in a minute. You could probably pop them on there as well, so it didn't open up. But I want to put this, I want to use this. Let's take that off my finger. Oh, dearie me. Which is a nice bit. I've got these lovely little bows as well, which I like this orangey ribbon. Look at that, that looks so pretty, doesn't it? Shall I use, I'm going to take these off. How do these come off? They're on metal bits. Do I need that on there? I'm going to use my fabric scissors. I'm just going to chop up through this bit. Like that. Do you think I could have done with this one? Could probably do this one, but then it's a bit, I want it to be a nice shape. The thing is with these, they're not actually even, are they? So they're a little bit wonky. Symmetrical, isn't it? They're not quite symmetrical. There we go. So we've got that. Do you think that's a bit too... Maybe I won't use this flower. It looks a little bit long and floppy now, doesn't it? I'm going to cut this piece off and use this as well. And then we can just use the flowers on something else. I'm going to cut that off. This can go in my little box. I'm going to have two of these little bits coming down like that with a little bow on. Oh, love it. And then I do have my little bits in here that we can add to it as well. So we can add that on. So let's just take this, add a little bit of, can't turn that one over because it's a different. So let's just pop a little bit of glue down that line there. Put that on. Put this one on. And squash that down. I found this in my drawer when I was having a little rummage through. I think it's one that my mother-in-law gave me when I was in the UK. So pretty, isn't it? Don't normally go for sort of orange, but because there was orange in this paper, the little orange roses, I think it looked really, really lovely. So let's push that down like that. And then, look at that, that's just beautiful, isn't it? Isn't that just lovely? What should we pop on the top? I've got these little ones, look at that. See, orange and pearl look really pretty, don't they? These ones maybe looks a little bit too much like a snowflake for that. We've got this one. I kind of like this one. I've got this, but I put this one on my little other envelope pockets that I made, which are here. Look at that one, that's lovely. I think I'm in a sort of pinky orangey phase at the moment. I don't want it to be the same, so I'm going to pop this one, I think. Let's open this out, because I need to press it down. I don't want to squash the box. Let's pop that on there. Turn it over, pop that in the middle. These little pearly ones, these are from Temu. And I think I'm going to put another order in for them because I think they are just so pretty. Look at that, that's so lovely. I really do like that. Right, and the closure are my lovely little Velcro fasteners. So I think, did I do a video? I'm not sure whether it's gone out yet. On my favourite things, my little desk essentials. It might have gone out on Friday. Might go out Friday, or if it's been, yeah, it would have been Friday, wouldn't it? There we go. Let's squash that down. Look at that. Wouldn't you like to receive that in the post? Or just as a little gift? I think it's so lovely. Open that up, pop that down, and I've got nothing to go in it. I'm going to pinch some of the ones. Where's my one that I just did? Oh, here. This one. I'm going to pinch some of these little journal cards out of here because you get 6. So I'm going to pop those into there like that. Oh, I've got 5, but you can go in there. Look at them, aren't they just lovely? Just so pretty. Let's close you up like that. And then put these in. I haven't inked these or anything, but I just think they're lovely. Pop them down in there like that. Now look, you can have so much more stuff in here as well. You can have more sort of like a 1/4 of an inch of stuff on there. That looks, look at that. Isn't that just lovely? Right, so how long have we been? We've been about half an hour. Look at these. Should we just give this one a little bit of a decorate, shall we? Maybe quickly I could show you how to make one of the pockets. The little pocket, because I did. Maybe I'll use some of these. I could probably put 2 together, couldn't I? To make it longer. Let's do that. Seeing they're collage-y, let's see what we've got that would go. This one and this one. So they're the same length. I could just stick them together. They don't have to be that much longer. Do you know what I mean? They could sort of like be there. Should I stick that together? I'm going to cut that bit off because it's a bit... And then I can just show you how to make the pockets because they are so simple. I need my glue. Where's my glue? I think it's in here. There he is. He was hiding. So what do we need? We put that there. Put you there. We need quite a bit on here, don't we? let's just do that. I'm going to take it off there because I will end up with glue everywhere. Let's pop that down. Glue that on. Just glue that on. You can pop a little bit of lace along the top. Can't we? That glued down nicely. Lovely. Let's have a little bit of ink along there. Okay, so that's all. Oh, it's still too long. Gosh. Let's just chop that much off. There we go. So that will fit in there. That's our little pocket. And what we are going to do is, right, I'm going to put that over there. I'm going to take my little scoreboard and I'm going to score. Not that it really matters which one I score. I'm going to do some little score lines across here. I'll have to do it this way because I find it easier to work this way. So I'm going to score every 2. So like that. So I'm going to do score down there, 1, 2, and score down through there. And then 1, 2, and another score. And then 1, 2, and another score. Like that. Do that again on another one. This one needs a bit longer, isn't it? Let's go through the bottom. So 1, 2, so I'm going to, oopsie daisy, score every 2 little thingamajigs. 1, 2. Like that. And again. So the last one we just want to cut. So we need 4 strips. So you need 4 strips. I'm going to pop that on there. I'm going to cut down this one. Like that. This is going to be for the bottom and these are going to be for the sides. So cut those off. So I'm going to just bend that in half and then bend the 2 halves back on each other. Because we're going to make like a little concertina pocket, like that. And I'm going to cut this in half, and those can be for the sides. Let me measure. Where's my little piece of paper? Here it is. So these are going to be for the sides. Look, that's quite long. So cut that one down. And we want 2 the same size, don't we? Like that. So we'll have those 2 for the same. This isn't going to be as long, but it doesn't matter. It's not the same length. It's near enough along the bottom. So again, I'm just going to fold this in half. Like that. Fold those back up. So just get yourself a little concertina, a little ziggy-zaggy, like that. And fold that back down, like so, like that. Okay, and I'm going to just cut into these so it's like a W. Okay, and then I'm going to close that up. I'm going to just chop that down like that. Just go in, just so that they fit better on your page, on your pocket. Do the same on this one. Doesn't really need to be done on this one actually because it's not fitting the corners. It's not long enough, so I could have left that one. Right, I'm going to turn this over. That's going to be the top and this is the bottom. So I'm going to turn this over. This is our little concertina. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to glue down this side and stick that on the bottom. Like that. Just a little bit of glue. And then stick this along the bottom of our little pocket. Now this is giving us a little expanded pocket. And we can do that because we've got like a little spine around it, haven't we? It's sort of like a little box. Again, I'm going to do either side of these. like that. Pop that down. Stick that on. So you want, when the way you stick it, you want it so it's open on the inside, if you know what I mean. So this is open on the inside, and when this sticks on your page, all you see is this like little V. Do you know what I mean? Like that. So this will stick on, so you stick that on and stick this piece on, and we'll stick this piece on. There we go. Pop that on like that. So that's our, oops, I didn't do that very well. There we go. Stick that down. So this is our little expanding pocket. So that's how it looks. And then we're going to open it up. So this one goes like, make sure we're doing it the right way. So what we need to do then is pop a little bit of glue just along that one, and along that one. But make sure they're sort of facing, you know, as flat as you probably can get them. Like that. So let's just glue along there and along that bit. We're going to stick this down. So it sort of squashes down like that. So lovely. So then we have our little pocket. Can you see it? So it's got like a little, it's concertinaed, so this comes out like that. As long as you don't put anything little in it so it doesn't come right to the edges. But again, if you've got a longer piece of paper, then pop a longer piece of paper in there. But that just comes out, so you've got that lovely little pocket in there. And then this folds over, and they'll fold over nice and neatly on there and sit properly. So that gives that little bit more support on that side, which is fabulous. So should we go a little bit of decoration on the pocket? What have we got on our little box of goodies here? What should we put on? We could probably pop yellow, couldn't we? Oh no, because this is the pink one. This isn't the yellow one. Let's pop a little bit of pink. The pink rose trim. This is beautiful. I love this. I think I've got 2 pieces on here. Yeah, I thought I did. I'm going to put this elastic band on there because I'll end up losing that. So this will look so pretty on there. I'm going to get my glue gun, just pop that all the way along, nice and quick, and stick that on like that. Just so pretty. Here's my big scissors. There they are. Chop the little bit off there. Stick that down. Look at that. Doesn't that look lovely? Oh, love it. I do love it. Not that I've got anything to go into this one at the moment. So what should we have on the front? Shall we put, we've got some more little bows over here. Let's get these little bows. Look, I've got this lovely little pink one. I think you will look lovely on there. Look at that. Just love, I love bows. I'm a bit of a bow person at the moment. What have we got? I need something a little bit smaller, don't I? Got some sort of blingy bits. I suppose we could have a little blingy bit, couldn't we? I did have some of those with pearls in, but I don't know where they are at the moment. So we have, let's swap over our little pots. These go in there. I do like these. I really, really do. Love these little things. What should we have? That's a nice one. Have that going along the top, couldn't we? Let's take a little piece out. What do you think? That's so lovely. Okay, let's chop a little bit off. Pop that back in. oh so pretty. That can go over there. I think I cut it just a little bit too big. I'm going to open it out like that. Get my little finger dauber, get myself ready to stick this down. There we go. Right on top. Oh my gosh, this is very floppy. Let's pop that on there. Stick it down. There we go. Cut this little bit off. Like so. Oh my gosh, that's so wibbly wobbly. It's all wibbly wobbly. It looks like a little curtain though, doesn't it? So pretty. I think I need something along the top. Shall we have a few little pearls? I'll go for the whiter ones, these ones. Seeing it's Shabby Saturday, let's make it all pretty and shabby. Okay, a little finger one back again. I'm going to do this a little bit at a time. Pop that on, like that. It doesn't make it look so wobbly, actually, if you've got the pearls along the top. Well, I'm hoping it won't anyway. Let's do that. There we go. Snip that off. There we go. How pretty is that? That's lovely, isn't it? Let's pop these under the elastic under elastic band in there, and then we will pop, oh, I've got my glue strands everywhere, pop our little bow on there like that, pop you on, just open this out so I can squeeze that down. What was I going to pop on? I was going to put on this little blingy bit, wasn't I? That can go on there. Little bit of bling on there. Pop that on. Just so pretty. And again, if you've got a Christmas card at the moment that it's sort of like got lots of embellishments and bits on it, you could make a lovely little envelope like this to pop it in, couldn't you? This is extremely wibbly wobbly, but I don't mind. I really don't mind. Where's my little Velcro thingies? Here we go. Pop these on. Open that up. These are so sticky. Oops. Right, let's pop that nice and straight. Stick that on. There we go, look at that. Oops. I've got strings everywhere. Look at that. I just think they are just so pretty, aren't they? And for the little pocket, obviously I don't have anything to hand to put in there at the moment, but that's the little pocket it opens up really wide, so you could probably make a lovely little journal to pop into there. And that would be really lovely gift. And it doesn't take very long, so if you've got a nice little crafty friend or something that you want to make something for, or you could put some chocolates in there. That's probably a better idea, isn't it? We do like chocolates. But look at these, aren't they lovely? I absolutely love them. Loving this one. And my lovely little pansy one here, which is just gorgeous. And then again, you can pop them on the side as well, depending how you would like them to go. But I love it. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I will probably over Christmas just do a few sort of organising videos. I probably won't do too much more until my throat feels a little bit better, and I'm not so croaky in my videos. But if I don't see you before then, have an amazing Christmas. Everybody that doesn't celebrate, have a fantastic holiday. But please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.